Statistics, we are not having it here. Very nice. I think we have not done statistics yet. This one was one.
Chapter 13.
Statistics in Excel. Because I find accountancy, maths, no, graphical expression. So better I will open. Okay. See, now let us just start with a new topic, that is chapter number 15.
Sir, could you please press in the screen?
Yes, I will do that. So the last chapter was about standard deviation and all that. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Quartile deviation. That one type of problem I have always reserved it. That is, for the changes happening in x-axis, what is the change that will be happening on y-axis? Am I right? Actually, I wanted to link it with a differentiation topic. That is the reason why I kept it there. I'm doing a small research on that. So that is the reason as why I just kept it. Probability. The quartile deviation of like say some other.
Exercise
example, outdoor illustration. See, for statistics, you follow that whatever we have as exercise, you please find because you have the answers for it. Okay. So when time permits, we will do that. So not a big deal. So because coverage of topics is very important. So statistics comparatively easier than math. So for math, a little bit of creativity is required. In statistics, it is application of formula. Here, you have to develop the scenario and apply the formula. Okay. See, now coming back to this discussion on chapter number 15, probability. See, our MCQ itself is a probability study. What is the probability of the correct answer to the total number of answers?
1 by 4.
1 by 4. How come it is 1 by 4? How it is 25%?
Out of four given options, one would be the correct answer.
Huh?
So out of four options given,
Ah.
one would be the correct answer.
Or total minus 3 wrong answers.
But generally, what is that people tell?
Number of correct answers.
Probability say a person had given in the back of his scooter my grandfather's son's gift is what he had given. What is that he would have done?
His father.
That person is like you.
Grandfather's son, it could be even uncle.
I'm telling you.
But
Instead of
generally,
touching your nose like this, you are touching the neighbor's nose also before you touch. So, there are two types of big, actors we have. One is Rajinikanth, the other one is Kamal Hassan. For a question asked, he will answer something. Roundabout way. When I was,
eating different the bell rang.
I told you. நான் காலையில் உணவருந்தும் பொழுது அழைப்பு மணியை யாரோ பொத்தானை அமுக்கி விட்டார்கள். தேவையில்லை, அவங்க மட்டும் ஃபோன் பண்ணிட்டான். மேட்டர் ஓவர். ஸோ ப்ராபபிலிட்டி ஆஃப் an event. So I think she's fan of monotism. அதான் தினம் சொல்றேன். So,
Probability of movement occurs between 0.
நீங்க அதுக்கு பதில் சொல்றேன்.
So she's proving. She's proving that she's an ardent fan of monotism.
Number of favorable outcomes, the whole divided by total number of outcomes.
So,
Whatever. Come on. Let them also enjoy. So, let them also enjoy.
Yes, sir. You told that சாப்பிட போது ஒரு support பண்ணுவாங்க. I just imagine this. That's so funny.
அவங்க ஃபோன் பண்ணா உணவருந்து கொண்டிருக்கும்போது காதுகள் அழைப்பு மணி ஒத்தானை அனுப்பி அதில் ஒளிபெருக்கி என்னையா சொல்லுவாரு சாப்பிடும்போது காலிங்கள் அடிச்சாங்க முடிஞ்சு போச்சு. So, number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. The example that we have taken up was 1/4. From where we got this 1/4? The correct answer to the total number of answers. Remember the very first math test. 5 possibilities here. A, B, C, D, E. One was correct, and you people have just ended up saying it was tough.
So it was tough because the time was limited.
Time was limited. Everybody will have one reason for not doing it. So, number of favorable outcomes divided by number of outcomes being 1/4. This is what you call it as probability of an event. So, probability is not about whether it will happen or not happen. It will tell the percentage that it will happen, or it will tell the percentage it will not happen. Nobody can give guarantee that it will happen. Nobody can guarantee that it will not happen. So, therefore, studies which are required based on a lot of estimates for which probability is being used. So the point which I want to tell you is where it is being used. So we normally tell with the rider class. What do you mean by rider class?
Right.
So rider class, what we tell is that use this item with caution. This may give you misleading information. Where is it you find that misleading? That sort of rider class will always be there. Day in, day out, you just use that in two-wheeler and four-wheeler. The rear view mirror will give you that information to you. What is that they would have printed? In some of the rear view mirror, you will be just finding that. What is that?
Object.
Images or objects which are appearing to you as farther to you might really be closer to you. Rider class. Don't believe that distance as the real distance. Correct? So can you just say such a false thing? I don't like it. And will you pull it out and throw it out? So therefore, probabilities also. So though it is not giving you accurate information, it helps you to judge. The utility value of probabilities like that. Correct? So just because it is not accurate, it is not to be considered as false, fake, useless. You cannot bring out that sort of conclusion. Correct? So therefore, we have got to read with a little amount of caution. Okay, now I will give you. Okay, now I will just give you some idea about utility value of probability. What is that utility of study of probability? It enables a better judgment. It enables a better judgment on a subject. It is like something is better than it helps to foresee estimate, etc. before they actually happen. So better judgment is based on the past. I am in a position to bring about some amount of utility value for the organization. What is that? See, most of the weather predictions, where they just bring out a prediction saying that this monsoon will cross in this particular point of time at this particular pace and all that. From where they are getting? So based on the past, they are in a position to bring about some amount of judgment. If interest rate is reduced, what will happen? Money supply will go up or come down? Money supply will go up. What will happen when it is money supply is going up? What will happen to the price?
Value of currency.
Firstly, justify why money supply will go up.
Interest will go down, right? Deposit interest. So when
Deposit na borrow na reduce it.
borrowing or reducing.
No, naturally.
Still,
Because when cost of the funds are less, they will also
And
pass on the
also-
benefit to the borrower.
So there is a chance, not there is a chance, it is a fact that more credit.
There will be more demand for money.
Yes, sir.
More demand for money would mean people will be having more money in their hands. And that may spike the inflation also. Reverse is going to happen. So cost and effect study, you are in a position to make. That is what we say. It helps to foresee, estimate, etc. before they actually happen. So it is a tool for estimation, forecasting, you can say. Okay. So can you give an example for probability other than CA Institute? This is MCQ model. Now I will just give you a note example. You just make note because there are 3-4 examples I'm going to give you. A coin is tossed. Coin is tossed. Probability of getting head is. Probability of getting head is 1/2. What is that? It goes with the same formula. Number of favorable outcomes. Head. Total head and the tail. So 2. Okay. Next example. A die is thrown. A die is thrown. Probability of even numbers. You put the number later as 1/2, but full number you write. 3/6. Say 3/6, how do you write? Even simpler, where a layman can understand, is that 2,4,6 divided by, it is not addition or subtraction, I am just telling only the count of numbers. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So for the first example, head divided by head plus tail. Example number 1. Example number 2, it is going to be 2, 4, 6, the whole divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is what you say as 3/6, and that is what you make it as 1/2. Next. A box has, come on, kindly just make note, a box has 4 white balls and 6 red ones. Four white and 6 red ones. Probability of a ball. Probability of a ball being white. Four by 10. That you reduce it to 2/10. Always remember, try at the very initial stages, gross value, and then as you graduate yourself, you can simply take to the smallest fraction there. Okay. Then same example, I'll give you probability of black from the above. Right. Probability of black from the above. 0. How come?
You don't have any problem.
Excellent. Number of favorable events, you will not get it at all. So, but don't say it is ridiculous question. You put it in mathematical form. So we used to make a lot of fun when we are doing articulation. So check whether file is there, that particular file is there. You will just say, yes, I just got that file. If you consider as n is equal to 0, is what we will tell. Instead of saying
The file is not there.
the file is not there, we will put everything in the form of mathematical way. Correct? So, yes.
What is the probability of taking one white ball from the back?
Perfect.
What is the problem?
Probability of ball being white, taking exactly one white ball.
So you want, I feel that you wanted the answer as 1/4.
Like, using a
Sir, we had days, we had confused.
and give me everyone will be Christian or
All gold matters here, please. See, I will put it like this way. I will share my experience with you. திரும்பி ஓல்டு கதையெல்லாம் சொல்லலை. 37 வருஷம் கழிச்சு நான் அது படிக்கிறேன். I'm spending full time on home mathematics. For some God sense reason only, I don't find any reason. I would not have studied at all. There were a lot of such occasions previously I have not done. வருது அப்படியே வருது. I should not just tell you something wrong. அப்படியே வருது, படிச்சா அப்படியே வருது. கமலஹாசன் ஒரு படத்துல தண்ணியில் எழுதி போட்டுருவோம். See, you will have a sort of accident and you will not know his past. You will be a good swimmer, he is a good dancer, and he is a good fighter also. I don't know what was the movie. So he will be all of a sudden not knowing, and people will recognize him as old fellow. That is old in the sense, old character fellow, but he himself will not be knowing his own name. And there was one occasion he will be pushed into water, where he is a good swimmer. Suddenly his instincts, he will tell that he is going to go for that sort of swimming and he will save somebody. அதெல்லாம் வந்து சினிமாவில் வந்து சும்மா அப்படின்னு போல அது மாதிரி இல்லை. It is all like that way. I just felt it that way. It is just coming. It is all God sent only. So it is not cinematic alone. படிச்ச பழசுல ஞாபகம் வருது. That point of time, I have one advantage better than you is that you people have learned it 1 year before or 2 years before. That is causing confusion when you are learning it or you are seeing. That advantage I have. What is that? All the past that confusion, what you were telling, no, that cluster over there. Learn it afresh. Sometimes what will happen is that when our learning in the past is not that perfect, no. Then we have to unlearn to learn new things. In our conversation, I was just telling, when I learned it perfect. There is no necessity for me to unlearn. And there is one advantage that we have is that we are trying to bring out templates. I normally give a lot of importance to templates. That acupuncture person was also telling, sir, in the consolidation of the coding lesson on the format, sir. I said, yes. Why would that be different? When holding company and subsidiary company are managed as a group, you are expected to prepare a consolidated financial statement. Other than a hardcore. How you bring out a consolidation? It's very soothing to hear when somebody is just direct benefit over that. For a penalized school, mathematics really help. +1, +2 mathematics really help. One good thing about that, my first subject that I started teaching was mathematics. I was doing it for 3 years. +2 படிக்கும்போது +1, first week படிக்கும்போது +2. For my juniors, I was taking unofficially, coaching class. And after very long, after that, I was just doing operation research. That is the reason as why I took this to that. Another in the disadvantage only. What is that? Too many things confused are going. So you are asking about the question why it should be 4/10. The very formula what we have written is
not why it should be 4/10. I am asking another question. What is the probability of taking one white ball from the bag of 10 balls?
No, அதே question அப்படி
Sir, நான் தெரியலன்னா உங்களை கேட்கிறேன்.
இல்ல நான் இந்த கொஸ்டினே ரீவர்ட் பண்றேன். இதே எம்சிக்யூல எப்படி ஆன்சர் பண்ணுவீங்க? எம்சிக்யூ
MCQ ல எப்படி ஆன்சர் பண்ணணும்னா ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் பண்ணுங்க.
1 divided by 4 தானே?
Yes, sir.
Hey, now I will ask you one more addition to that. There are chances that 2 answers could be correct. There are such cases that you have. அப்போ என்ன ஆன்சர் சொல்லுங்க?
என்ன வந்து நான் MCQ ல நான் ஆப்ஷன்ல ஏதாவது ஒன்று இருக்குன்னா அது கண்டினியூ பண்ணுங்க.
Say you have understood the question. So when you started it is 1 by 4. No, I am giving you a scenario. There can be a scenario where 2 answers might be right. Now tell me what is the probability.
Probability is half.
Huh.
But I can still choose only one.
No.
MCQ.
See, இப்போ எப்படி இருக்கும்னா அந்த கொஷின்ல இந்த எம்சிக்யூன்னு வச்சுக்கோண்டா at any particular place when the number of answers that are provided to you could be 2 out of 4. அப்போ 1 by 4 will become. So இப்போ ஒரு answer, if one answer is correct, you mean to say others are wrong? So therefore 2 answers could be correct. Yeah. So choosing one particular ball out of 10, that being turning out to be white, is going to be total number of ball which are white divided by total number of balls of all colors. For waiting minute. No more.
I know you see 1 by 40 of these.
1 by 40 zero.
1 by among 4 by 4, I will choose 1. So that will be 1 by 4. Adilent and the bag of 10 lady, I will take only 1 by 4. Again, 1 by 40.
What is the denominator factor?
10.
Oh, that's all. Where is the question of 40 that is coming up? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Confusion. Clarity is what we are trying to seek. Shall we see?
Yes, sir.
See, one important thing that you people have observed in permutation, same thing is going to happen in this case also. Events are to be classified into 2. One is mutually exclusive.
Mutually exhausted.
And independent. You are telling something. Nothing.
No, sir. We had mutually exclusive and mutually exhausted. I'm just thinking that if that mutually exhausted. Yeah.
No. The subclassification. Institute not having much of a scope, I would say. Mutually exclusive and independent. What is the difference between the two? Come on, Sanjana, Soumya.
Sir, but I will be explaining it with setting.
With?
Set. Set in the like.
Set theorem. Then
I get.
Shreya?
The mutually exclusive. Mutually, whatever I remember, I was saying, mutually exclusive would mean that I think there will be some intersection between them. That is what I remember.
Independent or independent?
So Shreya is going to tell what is mutually exclusive.
First, I will say about independent. First, I will say about independent events. Independent events are independent that they are not reliable on anything. Events, that's our example.
Purna, sorry. Sir, like independent events are events where the sample space is restricted. Sample space, what we have in the question or what the question asks, that sample space we will restrict and we will find the event based on that sample space.
Now I give you a layman example. Don't worry. Mutually exclusive is either A or B. You don't have anything else. Either is day or it is night. Don't say evening ever. Correct? Either you say day or night. You might say morning, evening. I'm not just looking into that. So, 24 hours, you split it into two. What is that? Day and night. Both will not exist at all. If it is day, you say it is not a night. If you say it is a night, it's not day. Correct? That is mutually exclusive. What is independent? Raining and day and night. Are they connected? While being a day, it can rain. Raining and day are not related. They are independent. Why do you require set the element of it?
Use in probability.
What do you mean? Connected to life mind, my dear.
So independent events are like this, right? The happening of one event is not dependent on the happening of another event.
Whereas, if I say sunshine, is it independent or mutually exclusive?
Mutually exclusive.
Because you are right. Sun would shine only during the day. Whereas raining can be happening either during the day or in the night. Simple example. See, when you tell an example, it should go nuts and get formed into your mind. That's all. Don't try do technical explanation. Right. In this morning, we had problem on permutation. Permutation in which mutually exclusive was there, independent was also there. In the case of independent, they will concurrently occur. Correct? Raining will be there, day will be there. Raining will be there, night will be there. Correct? That's all. Independent. When you want to work out the probability, there what is that we have done? Number of ways. We have multiplied. Yes or no?
Yes.
We have multiplied. Where is it we have added? Whenever we had mutually exclusive, we have added. When 4-digit number and 5-digit numbers are mutually exclusive or mutually inclusive, that is independent. If you have 4-digit number, you don't have 5-digit number. If you have 5-digit number, you don't have 4-digit number. Am I right? How many ways through which with 4-5 numbers, 4-digit number that we have worked out, plus, I remember the number was 216. Remember the problem that we have just done that?
Yes.
Huh?
120 and 96. I think example number 5.
He is remembering that example number 5. So there we have added.
So, example 6.
5 இருக்கட்டுமே. அதான் I will just show you. Not this. Not this, huh?
The next step after this one. Here.
This 5-digit number 1, 4-digit number, they are mutually exclusive. And in the start of that particular topic itself, they have said addition rule, multiplication rule. I did not fix. Multiplication rule, addition rule. Where would you multiply and where would you add? You are not connected. Now you can understand. Now you read. Multiplication, if certain things may be done in m different ways, and when it is done, when it has been done, a second thing can be done in n different ways. Then total number of ways doing both things simultaneously. Do you understand what is simultaneously? Raining and during the day.
That's it.
Technical terms don't use. Settle about more. Are you understanding now what is independent and mutually inclusive? When they say mutually exclusive, I got to use the term mutually inclusive. M into M. So, example, if one has to go in 5 different buses and then come in 4 different buses, different possibilities we have. Correct?
Yes.
Without even knowing, we were using what? Multiplication rule. Multiplication rule is to be used where?
Independent.
Exactly. Addition rule. If there are 2 alternative jobs which can be done in m number of ways and in n number of ways respectively, then either of the 2 jobs can be done only in m plus n. When they are not concurrently happening, when they are happening separately, what is it you should do? Add. When they are occurring simultaneously, what is that you have to use? Multiplication. That's a simple logic only. Want to see that in this particular topic? Let's see. Multiplication rule கொடுத்துக்கனா பாருங்க கொடுக்கல maybe I will not see. Check up with the introduction. But this is right. Correct? So wherever they are mutually exclusive, what is that we should do? Wherever you have now, what is the probability of getting hit? Tail. Are they mutually exclusive or inclusive? Mutually. Whether we should add or deduct or multiply. All right. Find the better. So getting head and getting tail are mutually exclusive. So you have to find out probability separately. You have to add. Correct? Now, when you have first one tossing, second one tossing, That sort of problems we used to have. First tossing, second tossing. Whether the second result and the first result having any influence or no influence. No influence. They can happen independently. So what is that we should do there? Multiply. Are you understanding? So therefore, by going through the problem, your mind should say, okay, this is mutually exclusive, this is independent, this is the place where you got to multiply, this is the place where you got to add. So in the format we have just seen available requirement, formula and value. Finally, what is that we have done? Possible ways we have multiplied because all are independent. So that is the one that we are taking up. So கொடுத்திருக்காங்க சாப்டர்ல கொடுத்திருக்காங்க அடிஷன் மல்டிப்ளிகேஷன் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க எங்க கொடுத்திருக்கான் நோ ஃப்ரண்ட் பேஜ்ல எங்கயோ என்னோட நோட்ஸ்ல எடுத்துருக்கேன் 15 point.
Ancient theorems or theorems of
15.14.
And the total probability. The base theorem.
இல்ல ரொம்ப ஜாஸ்தி பின்னாடி போயிடும் முதல் பேஜ்லயே இருக்கு. So now I will just read out. Anyway, so that's the point. So I would have just got it from permutation combination and I would have inducted. So no, don't worry about that. But that is the rule. Now, so have quick lunch. Have quick lunch. Hello. There is a call. Who called? Huh? Okay. You want the clarification? When did you buy? 18 unit, 20. What is your full name? What we'll do is that can you just put it through text? Just something. And also Will you start?
Yes.
So prior to that, let us just note down some of the properties or formula before we could touch anything on to solving problems. Say I will put this as notations, not exactly as a property, not exactly as the formula. So point number one, P of A. So what is that we write as P of A? Probability of
Event A.
the occurrence of A. Yes. Probability of occurrence of A. Then P of A, same thing, should be greater than or equal to 0. So it can't be in the negative. Product of sum is always 1. Then correct? Or correct?
The first one and after is mutually exclusive.
That is the reason as why I said R. Depending upon the scenario. This is the reason as why you said set theorem. When they are mutually
Exclusive.
here, when they are mutually, huh?
A intersect B should be
Mutually exhaustive.
Please.
I will explain this exhaustive, exclusive a little later and then take that. Then I will take it to open. Next. What do you mean by conditional probability? Any idea? Huh?
So, and some conditions based on the sample space. This condition is wrong.
Example.
The maybe the probability of getting
Like conditional problem, like tossing coin itself.
Huh?
Tossing coin. அதுல வந்து condition வந்து where the first in a game when the two persons are playing, condition of tossing coins வந்து example for conditional probability in a game of A and B playing by tossing coin, the condition is only when A gets heads on the first toss, B can he can play again, or B can get another chance. It means if A fails to get heads in the first toss, that means he gets tails, B gets a chance.
See, this you are telling as a very simple tennis game. See, what is happening is that I play. I get a point. So who gets the right of serving? When I win, the next serve, I get. That is what you are trying to explain. Correct? So, what if I lose?
the other person.
The other person will get. So, I get a successive serving only upon
Winning.
successful winning of that particular set or whatever it may be. So I will put it like this way. So a person who is having a probability of paying fine with a traffic cop is dependent on the route that he had chosen. Correct? You would have just seen people avoiding on seeing at a distance the cop. So probability is dependent on that particular person and the way in which he is explaining all that you do have as a lot of conditions and you express. But what is the sort of formula that you have for conditional probability P of A by B?
P of A intersection B will get
P of A intersection
B.
A intersection B divided by
P of B.
P of B, where P of B is greater than 0. Also, P of B by A is equal to P probability of A intersection B divided by probability of E, where P of A is greater than or equal to, there is greater than 0, not equal to, greater than 0. இது எதுல இருக்குது plus 1 plus 2 plus 1
Yeah, conditional.
the probability topic
Values here in all the years this one particular topic.
probability
One topic which didn't want to leave with the statements.
probability of AB is equal to probability of A into probability of B by A. When A, B and C are 3 events, there is probability of AB. I will explain it a little later. Okay.
So what is why multi?
Multiplication theorem. Now
Theorem of multiplication.
சரிங்க நான் எழுதுறேன் இப்ப தெரியுதா
Sir, theorem முதல்ல multiplication தான்.
So make note and I will explain it here. It is there in our introduced material itself. I will show you. Okay, I will show you a little later.
So when you show the improvement,
No, I'm coming from the top.
no, the last part. Okay.
அந்த புக் எடுத்து நான் வந்துட்டேன். முன்னாடி பின்னாடி மாசம் அவன் வந்துடுவான். செம பசியா இருக்கு. அதான் என்ன சாப்பிடுங்க? உப்புமா, தோசை. நீங்க சாப்பிடலையா? சாப்பிட்டேன். Soumya, what did you add? I think she had gone for lunch. சாதம் பேக் பண்ண முடியுங்களா? ரெடியாடாது? நீங்க எங்க மிக்ஸ் பண்ணீங்களா இல்ல அங்க? சாதம் சாதம் எப்படி இருக்குன்னு சொல்றாங்க. Question number 1, I am just asking independently. Two coins tossed. Probability of at least one hit. Yes, Sanjana and Soumya, please just answer to this question. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
How did you get?
At least one head means one more than one. So only 2 coins toss means the maximum we could get is 2 heads. So one head, getting 1 head and 4, I mean 2 toss means 1/4. 2 heads in 2 toss means 2/4. Adding, give it.
2 heads in 2 toss.
And the coin toss. So total number of hits possible. 2. At least one, getting minimum or more than. So one getting 1 head and 2 toss. Otherwise, I get 1/4. 2 heads, number 2.
When we add, we get.
When we add, we get 2.
Why should you add?
Because they are mutually exclusive.
That's the point. See, now I find the possible events are events 1 in the first toss and in the second toss. What is the question that they asked?
Please.
At least. So, tail. 2 head, 3 head, tail, 4 Very good. What is the question? At least one head. So now the question is that how I am just how I am just trying to visualize is that okay? How many head is there? No. Head is there? Yes. Two. Next one. One. No, sorry. Yes. One. Yes. One. What is the question? So at least one would mean there are three favorable events to the total number of events being 4, 3 by 4. Instead, you can do one.
8 out of 22.
Now, complete the probability that there is no head at all. Is equal to 1 by 4. Probability that there is at least one head would mean 2 head also is included there. 3 by 4. So,
Like, we can directly write the sample space in microarray. Where to prepare the intake content.
explanation at the very initial stage, rudimentary stage, people like Sanjana were she would have done up to 10th class, but 11 and 12 not this. So I consider myself as a person with 37 years of gap. So visualizing will not take much time. But first step, baby step, you are telling about how you have just done.
So I have written the sample space
Mm.
and I got it to be
Mm.
So out of these 3 events, the likely possible for at least one head is 3. So I took it as 3. But what I've done is a simpler method, I think, than what we have written right already.
Mm.
So that is whether for this question we need to prepare like intake.
Just since it is a simple problem, 2 points and all that, you understand all that. Dice 3 days, I understand all that. So there is a reason as why the problem is so simple, you can easily visualize. Okay, I fix a short bit.
Yes.
The mind of the water, I'm telling you, that's happening. I remain focused when it comes to force.
Approximately basis for how many?
Yes. சரி நீங்க வாட்ஸ்அப்ல அனுப்புங்க. நான் உங்களுக்கு அனுப்பிச்சுட்ட ரிப்ளை. உங்களுக்கு எந்த பேர்ல வாங்கணுங்க? சிஏ விக்னேஷ் பண்ணணும். ஓ சரி சரி. ஏன்னா இந்த பேர்ல இல்ல லிஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்ல இல்ல. ஐடென்டிட்டி ஆஃப் ஸ்டூடெண்ட் அது இல்லையா? எனக்கு அதனால கேட்டிருக்காங்க. Sorry. See, the same question can also be used. I mean, the same scenario can be used. What is the probability that in both occasions head to occur? 1 by. What is the probability that exact one to occur?
1 by 2.
1 by 2. What is the probability that both expected to be daily?
1 by 2.
1 by 4. So, scenario is going to be 1. Based on the question only, your answer will change. So, what is the probability that head is exactly 1 is equal to number of times that you get is 2 out of 4, so therefore it is 1 by 2. What is the probability that both are tails? 1 by 4. See here, it is exactly 2. The mistake I've written is somewhere. Exactly 2.
Sir, exactly.
1. Exactly 1 head. 1 head. What is the probability? Correct. So, in all these cases, total number of possible events, favorable events, divided by total number of possible events. That is probability. Next, example 2. 3 coins tossed. Probability of number 1, 2, and 3. At least 1 head. Exactly 2 hits. All are hits. Answer.
Sometimes.
I'm not going to do it. Yes, Sanjana, Soumya, Shreya, and Arvind.
Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Firstly, prove that it is 8 firstly. Total possible events.
Coin has 2 faces. 2. it's 3 coins, so 2 power 3, 8.
So first and foremost thing, denominator should be a certain. Total number of
Number
possible events is equal to.
8. If not, we will.
What is the
examine
formula?
2 power
8.
Possible events to the power number of items. What is a possible events?
2 possible events.
Two possible events. Number of times you, that is, you toss 3. So it is
8.
8. So since it is smaller possibility with smaller number of times, one can cross verify. But I told you already that when a formula is to be confirmed, we will put it into test, and when it is accepted, then we will take it up. This is what we call it as what?
Reverse power.
Black box approach. On the other day I told you. What did I tell? Black box approach. What do you mean by black box? So what is happening, I do not know. If this is the input, I know what should be the output. If output is matching, then I will consider, oh, this process. I do not know what is there inside. That is what you call it as a black box approach. Now, here the number of possibilities e to the power n. Now, in order to check, I want to take up a smaller sized problem and apply. So, what are the combinations we can have? There is run number 1, run number 2, run number 3. Well, HHH, then
HDH.
HHT. Martin, last mark. Next,
HDH.
HDH,
PHH.
EHH,
EHT.
EHT,
PPH.
EPH,
HTT.
HTT,
PTE.
correct. So 8 possible thing we have cross verified. Yes, this is correct. So first step, you are expected to know about the total possible events. What is the numerator that you got to pick up? At least one hit. The very first problem itself, we started with at least one hit. So where no hit could be ascertained, 1 minus that is going to be hit. Instead of trying out all other combinations. You are very fortunate that it was only 4, you have tried 3. Correct. So what if the number were to be bigger? You can't adopt that. Step number 2. Try indirect method. Or else apply direct method. What do you mean by try indirect method? Complementary, no. You all know that sum of the probability is equal to
1.
1. PS equal to 1. So 1 minus probability of no hit. So 1 minus probability of no hit. Can you visualize no hit? All time. 1 by
8.
8. So therefore you put it as sum by 8. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Then This is for first alternative. Alternative 1. That is for item number 1. For item number 2, this step number 1 is going to be common for all. Next one is exactly 2 hits. Exactly 2 hits. So will you be trying like this? If the numbers were bigger, no, then what is it you will do? So just only to develop that confidence that what is occupying a numerator and denominator at the very elementary stage, we are just working it out. And definitely we will have different ways of approach. For item number 2, probability that exactly 2 hits is equal to 3 by 8. Then what is third? All are hits. One by 8. Correct? Is there any difficulty, Sanjana and Soumya?
No, sir.
Now, example number 3. A perfect die is tossed twice. Probability of getting a total of 9. First step, what is that I think? Total number of possible events.
Possible events, power
Total number of possible events is equal to p to the power n.
P is 6, N is 2. That is 6.
P is 6, n is tossed twice. 36. Probability that the total is coming to 9. So, what is the maximum number in one die? Die number 1. 6. So, this is in one case. This is die number 1. So, die number 2 should be 3. So, that is 9. Exact 9. What other combination you can get?
5,
3, 6, 4, 5, 8.
5, 4,
4, 5,
4, 5,
3,
3, 6.
3, 6. All possible
2 sum of 9.
combinations. The combination of what now? A combination of what now? Can you just think of a combination here? What? What is it you require in the case of combination? You require n, you require r. No, we have not formally got ourselves introduced. Come on. Only in combination topic you will work. You will not get invoked in other topics.
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
I think I'll wait.
N.
Is it not a combination?
Definitely this.
Why not? I can. There is few people can trace it to there and say, so that formula, this formula. You should link. That is what I am just telling you. Arithmetic progression, geometric progression, whatever you do should be linked with your finance. No, sir. I will study only in combination topic like that. You should give me N. You should give me R. Only then I will operate. Let me tell you, case studies in this world are not happening like that. You should only understand that in the case study, whatever we have discussed in the class is applicable. So, solution already done. What Nirmala Sreeram is just doing our finance minister. Whether she studied a finance minister's course? No. She studied economics. She tells just like that. Very great. It's an honor to be under her, what should I say, finance minister. So all parts of the world are just reeling under heavy problems. But India is just doing right. Who is telling? The person who was critic of our government, Raghuram Rajan, is telling now. He said demonetization is a waste and all that he was just telling. Now he is saying it's all fine. Come on, tell. What is the formula for NCR is equal to
N factorial by R factorial into N minus R. De factorial.
What is the distance? What is the distance?
How many times we can tell? You take 2 minutes of your time. I will just simply do it. I have only 2 positions. I have to add these 2 positions. Now we have got the spark.
I'm just thinking.
What is that? Only after thinking you will get that.
N 36 R 4 which go on.
You should get. I will not tell. Hey, you people are experts. Just few months back only you studied. For me, that is only.
We studied in 11th.
Okay, 1.5 years back. For me, 37.5 years back.
It was a virtual state, not real state.
Virtual state. Okay. Now, probability of getting, I am just solving this particular problem. So this portion I would like you people to tell me. The combination is 4. Correct? You cannot have 7 in one side. So it is only 6. And you would say that probability, what is the first question? Possible probability of getting a total of 9. So, step 2. Probability with probability of getting a total of 9. Yes. 4 divided by 36, which is equal to 1 by 9. Correct? Final answer. Okay. Rest we will take it up in the immediate class. It is going to be statistics. So immediate meeting it is going to be statistics and mathematics only. It is going to be like that. So we will close it and I send you another link. Manufacturing accounts will finish. Thank you.
Sir, let's do that one way.
Please,
1/9.
Combination, sir, combination.
That you have to do. What is this? Definitely I will tell you. I will not escape. I will do WhatsApp also I will send. Mail also I will send.